when you take that jump, you don't fear the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall.
Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know is give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain.
I hope when the moment comes, you'll say,
I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places and things that I did. With every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, that they all add up. And when that sun goes down, we raise your cup. I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. Until the moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places and things that I did. With every broken bone, I swear I lived.
whatever you wanna do, I'll be here right next to you. No matter what comes our way, I know it'll be okay. Whatever you wanna do, I'll be here right next to you. No matter what comes our way, I hope that you can say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. Saw so many places and things that I did. With every broken bone, I swear I lived. Oh, I did it all.
I lived, I swear I lived. Hey, I like that.
pasando. Yesterday, viviendo el tiempo contra ley. Vivo preguntando quién seré, pero mi espejo no me ve. Yo no soy capaz de crear la vida, yo que sigo el rumbo como un suicida, yo que no seré nunca Dios. Viviré como un muñeco programado, viviré fotocopiándome el pasado. Viviré, aunque yo no pedí vivir, ya viviré. Como una canción de amor que nadie cantará.
Es que no has mirado al hombre que duerme en plena calle, envuelto en llagas.
Roger Mountain. Yeah.
I already tried the tuner. That's
all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I am so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give Poi mi stringe, lentamente mi lascia, lentamente mi stringe, lentamente mi cerca. Forse è colpa mia, forse è colpa tua, è così, sono rimasto a guardare. E lo chiamano amore, e lo chiamano amore, e lo chiamano amore, una spina nel cuore che non fa dolore. È un deserto questa gente con la sabbia in fondo al cuore, tu che non mi senti più, che non mi vedi più, avessi almeno il coraggio e la forza di dirti che sono con te. Forse è colpa mia, forse è colpa mia, è così, sono rimasto così, sono rimasto così. Già la sento che non può più sentire, in silenzio se n'è andata a dormire, è già andata a dormire. Yo conozco tu camino, cada paso que darás, tus angustias, tus vacíos y las piedras que hallarás. Y parece como si este mar enorme naufragase en mí.
We have that one. Star Spangled Banner. Oh no, Rainbow.
So, and then,
We were starting again?
I have music. You gotta line up. I have music. Oh, you know. Yeah, I'll show you. Sorry, DB.
Until it's done, sneaking in. And once it has begun, don't stop until it's done, sneaking in. Sneaking in. Sneaking in. Sneaking in. Creeping in. Sneaking in. Sneaking in. Sneaking in. Sneaking in. Sneaking in. Creeping in. Gonna keep creeping on in. Creeping in. Went out on a limb, gone too far. I broke down at the side of the road. Stranded at the outskirts and the sun's creeping up. Baby's in the backseat, still fast asleep, dreaming of better days. I don't wanna call you, but you're all I have to turn to. What do you say when it's all gone away? Baby, I didn't mean to hurt you. Truth-spoken whispers will tear you apart. No matter how hard you resisted, it never rains when you want it to. You humble me, Lord. You humble me, Lord. I'm on my knees, empty. You humble me, Lord. You humble me, Lord. So please, please, please forgive me. Baby Teresa, she's got your eyes. I see you all the time. When she asks about her daddy, I never know what to say. Heard you kick the bottle and you help build the church. You carry an honest wage. Is it true you have somebody keeping you company? What do you say when it's all gone away? Baby, I didn't mean to hurt you. Truth-spoken whispers will tear you apart. No matter how hard you resisted, it never rains when you want it to. You humble me, Lord. You humble me, Lord. humble me.
every blessing. I'm on my knees, confessing that I feel myself surrender each time I see your face. I am staggered by your beauty, your unassuming grace, and I feel my heart is turning, falling into place. I can't hide now. Hear my confession. I have been wrong about you. Thought I was strong without you. For so long, nothing could move me. For so long, nothing could change me. Now I feel myself surrender each time I see your face. I am captured by your beauty, your unassuming grace, and I feel my heart is turning, falling into place. I can't hide it now. Hear my confession. You are the air that I breathe. You're the ground beneath my feet. When did I stop believing? 'Cause I feel myself
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the 2015 graduating class of Centennial High School. It is the philosophy of the Clark County School District that graduation ceremonies be designed to honor graduates, their families, and their friends with dignity. To ensure the dignity of this event, and in keeping with the importance of the occasion, we ask that the following guidelines be observed. It is important that all names be clearly heard. Please confine graduate recognition to polite applause. You guys know me. We trust that all guests will remain for the entire ceremony. The administration, faculty, and staff of Centennial High School share your pride in the accomplishment of these young people. We are proud to welcome you to this ceremony of honor dedicated to Centennial High School class of 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the class of 2015. And now I would like to introduce Travis Stevens and Zach Burns.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Colors will be presented by Centennial's High School's Navy Junior ROTC. Distinguished with Academic Honor Color Guard. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Color out. Left. Face. Present. Color. Ready. Out.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by the Centennial String Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Dr. Raymond Brown.
Please be seated. I would now like to introduce our student body president, Alexis Nacht.
Four long yet short years later, here we are, Centennial High School's class of 2015 graduation. Without our teachers, administration, family, and friends, our high school journey would have been much different. We each created our very own memories throughout these 4 years. You may be a student who loved high school and is sad to leave, or you may be a student who has counted down every minute since you walked through the blue gates freshman year. Either way, we all have made memories at Centennial, and that is what high school is all about. We have each wrote our own little stories that we will never forget, and we can go on sharing those stories for the rest of our lives. It's the little things that we take for granted that we will miss most, such as the relationships we have formed with our teachers and administration. Throughout our time at high school, we have been mentored and pushed by Centennial staff, and they are the ones that have helped us grow not only academically, but as individuals as well. Secondly, our family and friends have been a huge part of our journey. For some of us who are moving away to college, our friends and family will no longer be a couple minutes down the street. After a long day of school, we will no longer walk into a house with familiar faces and be able to share the tiny details of our day face to face. We are all growing up into independent adults and creating a life of our own, which is something that we should all be very proud of. Whether you will be attending college, starting a job, or simply unsure of where to begin, we will all be successful people in the future. Each one of us will encounter our very own obstacles, but now it is official. We have made it through high school, and in that case, we can make it through anything. Congratulations to the class of 2015. I would now like to introduce Adriana Galtieri and Mina Birch.
Graduates, family, and friends, please join us in welcoming our dignitaries to this evening's commencement.
Trent Day, Principal of Centennial High School. Patrice Tu, Clerk, Board of Trustees. Andrea Clafter Rakita, Assistant Chief, Performance Zone 4. Quita G. Adams, Assistant Chief, Performance Zone 6. And Kevin Child, Board of School Trustees.
I would now like to introduce Andrew Bogus.
It has been Centennial's privilege to have a number of foreign exchange students this year. We would like to acknowledge those who are seniors this year. Niweta Rathinkantan and Vinicius Oliveira de Carvalho. I would now like to introduce Taylor Collins and Emily Bowles.
Students who graduate as salutatorians have achieved the second highest grade point average in their class. Centennial High School has 6 salutatorians.
Danica Cross, Tisha Kerr, Marissa McLaughlin, Alexis Nacht, Anthony Sesente, and Sierra Scrow.
I would now like to introduce Danica Cross.
Being told I would be expected to talk today as a salutatorian of the class of 2015, I pondered what sort of talk I would make. Setting anxiety aside, I feel proud to have earned and blessed to have received this honor. As we turn this page of the book of our life, let us remember this. Graduating from high school is not the end of a chapter. Rather, it is the beginning of an entirely new story, one that I hope is filled with success and happiness for each one of us. I have one thing on my mind to say, and that is to aspire to do great things. But always remember, things happen, grow, get over it. This year has presented itself with many obstacles of which we have had to navigate. Making new friends and losing old ones, learning to manage our hectic schedules, and surviving the breakup with the one. And for some of you, stressing and crying too many times to count over schoolwork and grades, or in a few of our cases, stressing and crying over calculus, which I did much too often. These, however, are small impediments in reflection of what life really has to offer. When it gets to be too much, consider yourself. Do what needs to be done, and remember, tears will bring strength and courage. Well, most of the time. The best of luck and a congratulations, class of 2015. I would now like to introduce Tisha Kerr.
Ever since I was little, I've always had the desire to be in the situation I currently am in. However, when I got the actual assignment for this speech, I had no idea what to say. I didn't want to write a speech with all the same cliches that are said every year. I didn't want to put you to sleep. I didn't want to put me to sleep. So, a month after my speech was due, I put pen to paper and tried to come up with something good. Here's what I came up with. High school stinks. Okay, not always, but there were certainly some times when school did not light up my life. For example, the late nights and the early mornings, the homework, the busy work, the real work, and the tests on books I never read. We've all been there. But there are also times that school wasn't too bad, like waking up on the weekend only to realize you don't have to go to school and going back to sleep. Maybe that was just me. Or seeing your friends in the hallway, or learning, sometimes. I'd love to give you all advice on how to be rich and famous by the end of the summer, but to be real, I'm probably younger than most of you, so we'll just have to figure it out on our own. Some things I have learned while I've been in high school are, first, eat your vegetables. Second, think before you speak. Third, remember who you are. And fourth, 1, 2, and 3 are plenty. And if none of those work for you, then get out there and pop, lock, and drop it. I would now like to introduce Marissa McLaughlin.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start by congratulating the class of 2015 for everything we've achieved. Tonight we celebrate our biggest achievement, high school graduation. We wouldn't have made it here without the help of our teachers or the love and support from our family and friends. They were the ones who kept me going when I wanted to give up, so I'd like to give a huge thank you to my family. Without them, I never would have pushed myself to become who I am today. Because of theater, I've developed friendships that will last my whole life. If I hadn't found such supporting friends, I wouldn't have figured out what I love to do, so thank you to everyone who stuck by my side. High school years are said to be the most memorable. They can be the most stressful and hectic years of our lives, but they're also the years where we find ourselves. Whether it's in sports, theater, arts, or clubs, we make friends that we will have for the rest of our lives. We figure out where we want to go and what we want to do. Walt Disney once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." And I agree. If I had to pick one thing that high school has taught me, it would be to never let the fear of failing or embarrassing yourself keep you from doing what you love. So go for it. Do what you love, whether it's acting, singing, dancing, wrestling, teaching, or exploring, because you never know where it may lead you. I would like to now introduce Sierra Scrow.
We have all come a long way since we first arrived at Centennial as freshmen. Homework was completed, tests were taken, friends were made, and most importantly, sensational days were had. Each of us has our own distinct memories from the past 4 years, but what we all have in common is that we look to our teachers, parents, and mentors to guide us to this very day. Of course, even with all the help, we might not have made it here in the ways we had planned for ourselves. For me, getting a B was nowhere in my agenda, but I like to now take the time to personally thank Mr. Stamkoff for making me realize that I can't be perfect all the time, or that I'm just really bad at history. Sure, I don't know all of American history from the beginning, but today I do know that as a class, we have been making our own history from the very moment we set foot on Centennial's campus. High school wasn't about all the homework we did and all the tests we took. It was about making friendships and growing closer to our families through our experiences. Years from now, we aren't going to look back wishing we got a better grade on a certain homework assignment, but we'll look back laughing at the time our moms took us to Walmart at 11 at night in order to complete a project due the next day. People aren't going to ask how we did on a test junior year, but they'll ask about the all-nighter we pulled while studying for it. All these things we once worried about will go away once we begin our new journey as graduates. All that will matter is who we have become and who we remember to be. We are the graduating class of 2015, and no one can change that. I would like to now introduce Sarah Perello.
Students who graduate as class valedictorians have the highest grade point average in their class. Centennial High School has 10 valedictorians who will deliver their parting messages to the class of 2015. I would now like to introduce Iwana and Ivana Ganova.
Hello, Bulldogs. We would like to start off by congratulating everyone on completing this chapter of our lives. Or should I say, this was only the prologue. As we look to the future, we have yet to discover where we belong. Our own character, our own setting, and our own purpose to life. I'm sure we all look back at old yearbook pictures and think, wow, we have come a long way. And deep down, we all know what it took to transition into the seniors and young adults we are today. Sometimes we get so caught up with school and homework and sports and planning for the future that we forget to cherish the little moments in life. Moments like feeling your heartbeat before your first basketball game, or vigorously studying during lunch for your math exam, or simply the moments you sit down to eat dinner with your family after a long day. You never know how fast your life can change, so it's important that we live in the moment and find happiness in the little things. We would like to thank all of the sensational teachers and staff who've made this journey so memorable. We knew moving here was the right choice from the moment Miss Nita greeted us with her warm smile. Everyone here is so welcoming and kind and caring, and it truly feels like this has always been home. To wrap up, we'd like to share one of the best life lessons that high school has taught us. It's not about what happened in the past or what you think might happen in the future. It's about the bumpy ride. It's about all those obstacles that made us who we are today. Let's just say that sometimes life leads us in directions we ought to have found for ourselves. So here's to all the adventures that await us, whether planned or unplanned. Let's not forget to enjoy them all. We would now like to introduce Brett Giles.
At this time of graduation, we are all about to go off in our own directions searching for success. I would like to ask, what is success? As Winston Churchill once said, success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. As we go through our lives, we must look at failure as an opportunity to learn and do better, and that will lead us to our success. This also means that we need to have a positive attitude about the challenges of life. Also, if we want to succeed, we can't be content with being good enough. Settling for good is the worst enemy to achieving greatness. As I've learned from my years in high school and being on the wrestling team, if you are not constantly striving to improve, then you will not achieve anything worthwhile. The way to do this is hard work. Anybody can have dreams of doing great things, but hard work is what makes the dreams come true. In order to become harder workers, we must first improve our mentality. Be excited about working hard towards something. Don't put things off and say that you'll do it another day. Second, make goals. It has been said that a goal not written down is only a wish. Have an ultimate achievement that you are working towards. Without it, you will feel that you are just working for nothing. Third, never give up. Embrace hard things in life and keep trying whether you succeed or not. With hard work and dedication, there's nothing that the class of 2015 can't accomplish. I would now like to introduce Sarah Godfredson.
Right now, I'm not celebrating accomplishments. I'm celebrating potential.
I hope that our high school careers are greatly shadowed by our careers yet to come. Being the generation after the baby boomers isn't easy. We are faced with crippling debt and harsh criticisms. We have to work harder and have more ingenuity to match a generation who simply had to work hard. It is my fear, however, that in trying to stand out, we will become lackluster robots. It is my hope that we put passion above money. I want us to be a generation of inspiration. To do what you love wholeheartedly and to never lose sight of an end goal are tasks worth admiration. Vincent van Gogh didn't start painting until his late 20s, and Einstein began to speak much later than his peers. Everything we've done up until this point has only been a head start on life. That hasn't even been necessary to our success. Though it's important to remember that, we are not special. I would add a yet to the end of that statement, but in reality, we may never be special. Out there in the so-called real world, graduating high school isn't a big deal. No one will hold your hand, and it is imperative that we be better than those who are naturally better than us, and to never be condescending if we are the ones who are naturally better. Do what you love and not what people would love for you to do. Stay humble, we are not worthy of admiration. I would now like to introduce Genesis Leon.
Good evening, family, friends, and Bulldog graduates. When I was first given the task to write an inspirational speech to present in front of all of my peers, I cannot think of any worse punishment. And now, as I stand before you today, on this very happy, special day, with everyone's attention on me, I still cannot think of any worse punishment. But here I am, overcoming my biggest fear of public speaking in hopes to inspire my fellow classmates. Usually, these speeches are full of never-ending advice and cliché motivation. But who am I to give you advice and tell you what to do? I'm only a 4'10" nerdy human being. I've realized that grades don't equal life experience. So instead, I will keep this short and sweet, like me, and share some of my hopes for the future with you. Drake once said, "No new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new." While I don't mean for you to take this literally, I do hope you don't forget about the true friends you have made at Centennial. I hope you overcome any and every obstacle that is thrown at you to stop you from achieving your goals. I hope you find an occupation that you are not only good at, but that you love and enjoy. I hope that when you change, you don't change the positive things about yourself, and that you do it for yourself, never for other people. I hope that even though this part of your life is over and you're leaving and moving on to greater things, you never forget where you came from. I hope you always remember your time and precious memories spent at Centennial. And finally, I hope you have a sensational future. The one advice I will share with you, though, is to believe in yourself. No one can hold you back. You are the only one who can limit yourself. Congratulations, Bulldogs class of 2015. We made it. I would now like to introduce Zachary Mays.
Good evening, esteemed faculty and family members of my fellow graduates. It is an honor to be standing up here before you. Now, I know we all think we are immortal. We're supposed to feel that way. We're graduating. But like our brief 4 years in high school, what makes life valuable is that it doesn't last forever. What makes it precious is that it ends. I know that now more than ever, on our day of graduation. And I say this on today of all days to remind us that we are lucky to have the time that we have. So don't waste it living someone else's life. Make yours. Make it count for something. Fight for what matters to you, no matter what. Because even if we fall short, what better way is there to live? It is easy to feel hopeful on a beautiful day like today, but there will be dark days ahead of us too. There will be days when you feel all alone, and that is when hope is needed most. No matter how lost you feel or how bad it gets, you must hold on to hope. Keep it alive. We have to be greater than the situations we suffer through. My wish for you is to become the beacon of hope to others in need. As we look around here today at all the people that helped make us who we are, I know it feels like we are saying goodbye, but we will carry a piece of each other into everything we do next, to remind us of who we are and who we are meant to be. I have had a great 4 years with you, and I will miss you all very much. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Hannah McDonald.
The first time I sat in the driver's seat of a car, I ran over a bush and nearly backed my dad's Honda into a tree. I like to think I've improved a little since then. At least, I've learned how to avoid hitting people, and I've almost gotten to the point where I don't cringe when I pass other cars on the road. But the first time I drove was terrifying, both for me and for everyone else in the car. I have this theory that adult life is a little like that. Our whole high school experience is like this enormous driver's ed class that teaches us laws and gives us a manual for life after high school. And we're all confident and proud of ourselves until we realize that we're completely on our own and in charge of operating this huge, giant machine with way too many controllers and buttons and rules and flashing lights. In summary, we're heading into adulthood, and, at least at the beginning, that's going to be pretty darn scary. We'll be freshmen again for the first time in 4 years. Freshmen in college, freshmen in careers, freshmen in life in general. So really, what we call graduation is actually sort of a funeral for any kind of ego we've built up over the last several years. And right now, I'm giving the eulogy. Dearly beloved, we meet today to grieve the loss of our seniority at Centennial High School. I know there are a lot of teachers out there hurting because all of us have been such a bright spot in your lives. Our administrators and coaches and advisors have lost such special, magnificent students. It's true, we have our flaws. I've seen firsthand how pathetic it is to watch calculus students try to do addition. And I know what it's like to see theater students falling off stage and running into walls. But despite our clumsiness and debatable intellect, we have strengths that have hopefully made up for our shortcomings. Above anything else, the class of 2015 is determined to find independence and make change personally and globally, determined to maintain friendships and explore dreams, determined to make our legacy last longer than senior year. And I hope I can say that we move on to our adult lives as inspirations to all who will know us, impacting countless lives in a courageous battle to make a difference. Thank you to all who have helped us in our sojourn at Centennial. Congratulations, class of 2015, and good luck. I would now like to introduce Riley Miller.
Good evening, students, faculty, friends, and family. It is an honor for me to stand here before you with trembling hands and a racing heart and hope to deliver an inspiring message about my high school experience and the future to come. As I was reflecting on my favorite high school memories, one has stuck with me ever since my first day of freshman year in my homeroom class. This stranger named Mr. Day walked in, introduced himself, said a few words, then pointed directly at me and asked, "What's my name?" I nervously answered, "Mr. Day." He then responded with, "You're gonna graduate." And here I am. Many of us are parting ways and stepping, maybe even leaping outside our comfort zone. It will be tough, but we must remember that this is only the end of high school, not the end of our lives. Believe it or not, high school is not the most important thing we will ever do. It is simply one step closer to us achieving our dreams. Now is the time for us to become part of the world and discover what it has to offer and what we can offer it. We must throw ourselves into new experiences, learn new things, meet new people, see new places, and do what we love to do. As I have walked the halls of Centennial, I have rubbed elbows with the brightest, most talented young adults I have ever met. I am confident that the graduating class of 2015 will go on to do remarkable things, not just in college, but in the military and workforce as well. Centennial's mission is to prepare students for success beyond graduation. I know that we are prepared, and we will succeed. Congratulations, class of 2015. We can do this. I'd now like to introduce Connor Paul.
Since we all know that there are way too many of the speeches, I'm going to keep it short. As we begin to take the next steps in our lives, we start to look forward. But what I want to talk about today is taking a moment to look back. Think back to your greatest memories, the people who changed your life. Think back to the first time you got to class without being lost, and now look at you. Not only can you get to class with your eyes closed, but you know what the best way is to get to your car without being cornered. While it is important for us to take those steps and progress, it is also important that we remember those memories that we have made over the course of these 4 years. We need to remember those crazy dog pound nights, these ridiculous friends of ours, those embarrassing moments that you thought you'd never live down. You need to remember them because these are the instances that make us who we are today and who we want to be tomorrow. I just want to share my favorite part of high school before we get to the next 20 speeches. My favorite part has been the announcements because they've shown me that you can put 3 minutes of people talking on TV without really getting across a single bit of information. And while this may be what my speech has been for you today, I just hope you remember the moments that make you a better person are the moments that you should always look back on, because this is it. This is the end of those 4 years. We are the class of 2015. I would now like to introduce Brent Simmons.
As my friend Helen Keller once said, "Who turned the lights out?" I'm just kidding. What she actually said is, "It is a terrible thing to see, but have no vision. Looking back at the last 4 years of high school, I'm blinded by the light that we have all brought to our experiences at Centennial. From classes to dances, championships to productions, breakups to hookups, the faculty and staff, family members and friends have helped us have a vision for ourselves that have prepared us for whatever lies ahead. Now our paths separate, and we each have a different journey to follow. Some of us will go to work, others will be in the military, while others will go off to college and a few will serve missions. Basically, Bulldogs will touch the world. And when we start a new path, we must see with our eye, hear with our ears, and feel with our hearts in order to fulfill the vision we have created. Now let's go out there and be the Bulldogs that we have been trained to be. I would now like to introduce Kaylee Cantu and Kelly Gaskis.
This year's senior song is I Lived by One Republic. Seniors Derek Sosa, Susanna Thatcher, and Courtney Neistat will be performing.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't fear the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall.
Hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know is give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain.
I hope when the moment comes, you'll say,
I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places and things that I did. With every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days and they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. I wish that I swear I lived. Whatever you wanna do, I'll be here right next to you. No matter what comes our way, I know we'll be okay. Whatever you wanna do, I'll be here right next to you. No matter what comes our way, I hope that you can say I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. Saw so many places and things that I did. With every broken bone, I swear I lived.
Oh, I did it all.
I lived, I lived. I swear I lived.
Thank you, Courtney, Derek, and Susanna for that wonderful performance. I would now like to introduce your senior class president, Morgan McDonough.
The day is finally here, Bulldogs, June 5th, 2015. It is an honor to be standing here as the president of the most sensational class to ever come out of Centennial High School. I admit, I may be a little biased. 13 long, yet mostly joyous years of scholastic blood, sweat, and tears are finally over. We have reached the light at the end of the tunnel that we have been restlessly sprinting towards, and during that time, we just might have learned a thing or two. We've learned that seniors aren't as scary as we thought they were freshman year. We actually morphed into those seniors, and it seems like all we did was blink. We've learned that studying hard for a math test and failing miserably is okay, because through failure, we learn how to succeed. And we also learned that a career in math may not be the right choice for some of us. And by us, I really mean me. We've learned that some friends will stay and some friends will go. But most importantly, we have learned that without the help of our teachers, administrators, and most of all, our families, we would not be here today. So despite the fact that there have been countless times that we've all shouted out in frustration, when will I ever need to know this? We realize that we have also learned beneficial and lifelong lessons during our time here at Centennial that we will most definitely use every single day. Although each one of us has achieved the goal to graduate, we cannot stop here, for this is just the beginning. In this room sits future doctors, lawyers, teachers, engineers, and probably a bunch of I don't even know yet. But whatever path you choose, use your experiences from Centennial to be prosperous and happy. I wish the best of luck to each and every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2015. I would now like to introduce Allie Hill.
I would like to take a moment to acknowledge a very special person to our class and to our school. Please join me in welcoming our sensational principal, Mr. Trent Day.
Good evening, class of 2015. This evening, I'd like to speak to you about Centennial High School's mission and what it means to the Centennial community. Centennial's mission is to prepare students for success beyond graduation. There are 3 words in the mission statement that I'd like to speak to you about, and they are prepare, success, and graduation. Prepare. The class of 2015 has done many things to prepare for this success. These things include developing strong work habits, such as attending school so you could attend grad night, and being punctual for school, even if it was to avoid tardy lockouts. The class of 2015 has bonded together to work as a community of caring. And this bond will assist you as you leave Centennial and create a community of solid, productive citizens. As someone once said, you aren't truly successful until you give back to the community. There were many examples of community support. Your clubs and activity programs contributed over 10,000 hours of community service, assisted elementary carnivals, 3 Square, and even adopted and created an Adopt the Spot program to assist in keeping Centennial beautiful. You prepared for numerous exams through your career, and you were able to pass all of your proficiencies. Due to your participation, we anticipate a graduation rate of 80% or higher. As you continue to prepare for the next stage of life, please remember to care and respect each other. Our world can be improved if you remember what you learned in your first year of school, and that is to treat others as you would want to be treated. If the class of 2015 will continue with that motto, we will have a bully-free society and abolish violence. Thank you, class of 2015, for treating each other with respect. Please carry on that legacy. Our next word is success. The class of 2015 has a long list of successful achievements that include scoring higher than district averages in all academic areas. The class of 2015 has received over $10 million in scholarship money. The class of 2015 had many division and regional championships, with state championships in women's cross country, women's basketball, women's and men's track. The women's track team won their 5th consecutive state championship. There were over 200 scholar athletes. The JROTC program was 3rd in the entire nation. The band, dance, orchestra, and choir programs were recognized as superior at CCSD festivals. The theater program performed several outstanding productions, with the highlight being Shrek. The Student Council's leadership and community support has helped the students of Centennial prepare themselves as great citizens. Due to your preparation, the class of 2015 has 114 advanced honor graduates. The class of 2015 has a National Merit Finalist. Please continue to strive for success, and even if you do not reach your goals, you will be successful for striving for a goal. And the last word I want to speak about is graduation. You will graduate in a few moments. Graduation and the diploma you will receive today is a great achievement that you will have forever. Please set your sights on the next degree and graduation. Whether it is at the community college, a trade school, or a major university, it is important that you continue your education to truly prepare yourself for success after graduation. Before I close this evening, I want you to remember the preparation, successes, and this evening's graduation as you enter the real world. When you begin to question what you are doing in life, remember your days at Centennial and how you prepared for success and build on those traits. Thanks again, class of 2015. And as I tell you every day, remember, you are sensational. Thank you. At this time, it is my honor and privilege to present to the Board of School Trustees, Patrice Tu, and the Clark County School District. And so, Ms. Tu.
When people find out that I'm going to 14 graduation events and graduation ceremonies, before they even begin to lament for me, I say, don't feel bad for me, because I thrill in celebrating with these teachers, these administrators, and these youths. For this accomplishment of graduation, it is a huge payday. I love this celebration. I love what you've been able to achieve, and I look forward to what you're going to do. I look at this arena, and to me, it symbolizes the circle of life. If you look all around you, students, graduates to be, you will see families and friends who are looking down upon you, supporting you as they always have and always will. And I hope that you recognize that. I hope you recognize and maintain soft hearts, hearts that are full of gratitude, hearts that are seeking, hearts that are willing to learn and to recognize that there is always growth possible. Helen Keller said that the best and the most beautiful things in life cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. It is the heart that tempers the mind. It is the heart that tempers the intellect. It is the heart that tempers selfishness. You are a group who are sensational. You are a group who can be a light to the world. You are a group that can be a beacon of hope. See that you do that. On behalf of the Clark County School District Board of School Trustees, it is my proud honor and privilege to accept the graduating class of Centennial High School, class of 2015.
Graduates, please proceed to your places for distribution of diplomas. Downstairs. Look at him, Tiger. Great job.
Getting yelled at.
What's your middle name?
Zachary Richard Mays.
Hannah McDonald.
Brett Giles.
Alexis Nocht.
Connor Paul.
Morgan McDonough.
Brent Ray Simmons.
Riley Miller.
Andrew Bogus.
Joanna Ganava.
Jordan Wyke.
Ivana Ganava.
Zach Burns.
Danica Cross.
Travis Stevens.
Genesis Leon.
Anthony Sacente.
Sarah Gottfredson.
Spencer Harito.
Tisha Kerr.
Nicholas David Brilliant.
Marissa McLaughlin.
Hunter Elias Brown.
Sierra Scrow.
Jacob Edward Coons DeBario.
Emily Bowles.
Zachary Daniel Dixon.
Mina Birch.
Jared Arthur Dreisen.
Adriana Galtieri.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Nicolena Morello.
Mark Angelo Javier.
Kelly Geskis.
Bryce Paul Jones.
Jessica Hardy.
Joshua Roderick Jones.
Alina Jones.
Spencer Thomas Lefevre.
Haley Garcia.
Jacob Jeffrey Lockery.
Kaylee Cantu.
Anthony Joe Macampu.
Shelby DeRose.
Bruno Michael Maricini.
Sarah Perello.
Kyle Leslie McCamey.
Samantha Calvert.
Andrew David Miller.
Taylor Collins.
Tanner Woodland Polly.
Allie Hill.
Todd Woodland Polly.
Beja Allen.
Jacob Portero.
Alexandra Mary Abatangelo.
Rodrigo Alberto Quintana.
Simone Alexis.
Darian Miguel Segura.
Jasmine Al Said.
Derek Benjamin Sosa. Zachary James Sokup.
Hagen Asolian.
Nijay Nehemiah Washington.
Janelle Balba.
Joshua Michael Wilson.
Taylor Bandy.
Matthew Stephen Barber.
Samantha Ray Barnes.
Tanner Lee Barrett.
Allison Marie Barney.
Danny Sanford Boardman.
Leilani Blanche.
David Bolivar.
Callie Bola.
Austin Bailey Brooks.
Karina Brandon.
Pablo Jose Carranza.
Ryan Taylor Burns.
Juan Antonio Castellan.
Christina Calara.
Mason Thad Erickson.
Chasey Caspers.
Marco Gomez.
Sydney Sirioli.
Hunter Cole Gilson.
Rosalie Chalansuk.
David Robert Greenspan.
Marielos D'Agostino.
Evan Sutton Gulbranson.
Aubrey Deloe.
Harris Halimi.
Taylor Marilyn DeRose.
Brandon Darnell Harley.
Holly Ashlyn Dunn.
Philip Michael Hopper.
Agnes Inktemer.
Cameron January.
Sierra Ashley Fair.
Jordan Alexander Lewis.
Sierra Michelle Freeman.
Thomas Patrick McNicholas.
Kelsey Nicole Gardner.
David Talbot Porter.
Nicoletta Jean Gardner.
Gianni Carmine Riga.
Taylor Ann Harkrader.
Alexander Nicholas Saida.
Hannah Jean Hitchcock.
John Virgil Stoddard.
Arden O'Hare Holden.
Reynold Locanis Samayo.
McKenna Hume.
Charles Tainter.
Genesis Sophia Ibarra.
Nicholas Edwin Titchener.
Madison Elaine Jones.
Aaron Lamar Turner.
Marie Kelly.
Davon Aaron Wilson.
Savannah Laflamme.
Jacob Christopher Woods.
Elizabeth Lancaster.
Bradley Leah Beatty.
Rachel Laux.
Damian Albanese.
Lynette Maningat.
Andrew Jacob Aldridge.
Karen Kelsey Mao.
Brame Tristan Allen.
Ricky Nicole Martin.
Miles Christopher Alston.
Cynthia Martinez.
Roger Thomas Alvarado.
Nicolette Izell McGrath.
Dalton David Austin Anderson Kleiningberg.
Catherine Elizabeth Melbourne.
Christian Mana Atkinson.
Courtney DeMay Neistat.
Dylan Michael Bachman.
Ashley Grace Newson.
John Christopher Back.
Warnisha Price.
Doug Bailey.
Janet Rodriguez.
Chase Koa Chang Balsbus.
Lauren Saylor.
Joseph Armando Barone.
Kara Simpson.
Herberto Bartista Garcia.
Susanna Kristen Thatcher.
Dustin Clive Bell.
Alina Tollisman.
Desmond Alexander Booth.
Imani Underwood.
Frederick Allen Bragg.
Devin Renee Vieira.
DeJure Kaiwan Braxton.
Alicia Ward.
Elijah Nicholas Brigham.
Caitlin May Allen.
Kyrell Brown.
Mano Alp.
Marquise Brown.
Gabrielle Altmansberger.
Tyrone Buckley.
Karen Aranda Andrade.
Isaiah Burist.
Cindy Serrano.
Joshua Owen Butler.
Allison Belcher.
Mark Lawrence Fernando Cambe.
Alyssa Lee Bremner.
Chase Joseph Campos.
Kimberly Quinto Serra.
Jacob Cano.
Marla Michelle Chapman.
Tristan Bailey Carden.
Madeline Chavez.
Fernando Murray Cardenas.
Enly Cruz.
Luis Eduardo Carrillo.
Anastasia Ruth Dude.
Justin Michael Carter.
Milka Figueroa.
Joseph Rodolfo Siniceros.
Brittany Marie Gadju.
Daniel Gustavo Chavarin.
Shelby Caitlin Gibbons.
Matthew Alex Chrisman.
Clarissa May Gomez.
Capri Claybor.
Jennery Gandayo.
Joel Contreras.
Genesis Sky.
Jonathan Cuevas.
Ashley Nicole Hansen.
Jair Daly.
Megan Elizabeth Harrington.
Preston Jacob Davis.
Taylor Rain Hassing.
Dante Daniel de Blasio.
Addison Maylene Hayes.
David Kent Dickey.
Brittany Hibner.
Donald Anthony Donahue.
Kijana Marie Hollis.
Parker Gerald Dorian.
Jade Monet Jackson.
Devin Allen Downs.
Alana Noel Johnson.
Tanner Cole Durkin.
Maya Lynn Jordan.
Justin Alec Edgel.
Marie Elaine Klodnicki.
Jesse Jamar Edwards.
Kaylee Coop.
Terrence Anthony Ellis.
Sonia Marie Lawrence.
Parker Cole Enzenauer.
Mackenzie Lorraine Matsney.
Nicholas James Falk.
Caitlin McDaniel.
Michael Anthony Ferrasi.
Hannah Nicole Mullins.
Tyler David Farmer.
Melissa Mendez.
Anthony Lee Farindelli.
Juliana Renee Oliver.
Rafael Venancio Farrow.
Brianne Olson.
Max Tracy Fitzpatrick.
Brittany Marie Parsley.
Bradley Braden Fong.
Selena Danielle Perez.
Kyle James Fragasso.
Madison Rose Perkins.
Aaron McDowell Freitas.
Victoria Elise Pop.
Aaron Albert Fries.
Courtney Lynn Rich.
Armand Darnell Fuzi.
Shelby D. Riddle.
Elijah Rondell Gaines.
Jocelyn Rodriguez.
Joseph Gaither.
Sierra Montana Rose.
Zachary Thomas Allen James Gainey.
Melissa Joe Shackelford.
Jesse Daniel Garcia.
Kristen Marie Throne.
Pablo Martin Gotti.
Anna Tran.
Joffrey Yellow Gilmer.
Kaylee Snow White.
Richard Jonas Gitz.
Erin Lenee Williams.
Julius Alexander Gray.
Erica Natalie Yanez.
Dylan Thomas Griffin.
Stephanie Lee Adami.
Connor Darren Grover.
Danny Vincenza Adams.
Daniel Joseph Gustafson.
Allison Elaine Albright.
Andrew Marcus Harden.
Erica Jean Alfonso.
Joseph Michael Harnden.
Johanna Elise Alvarez Thompson.
Connor Reese Harrison.
Jennifer Lolita Anderson.
Cody Hensel.
Leger Angelique Armstrong.
Antonio Joseph Hernandez.
Cassandra Avery.
Sergio Enrique Hernandez.
Michaela Brianna Baca.
Terrell Hicks Jr.
Anna Nicole Bayless.
Ronnie Highsmith.
Vanessa Lim Baltazar.
Quinn Matthew Hill.
Sahar Grace Bandas.
Jacob Scott Hoffman.
Aiko Savan Batiste.
Justice Charles Horton.
Antiana Bland.
Nicholas Lee Humanick.
Shyla Bocanegra.
Trace Dylan Hunt.
Amara Bola.
Diego Jesus Ibarra de la Cerda.
Kalia Monet Bowman Blackshear.
Connor Sheridan Ingram.
Moesha Stephanie Boyd.
Max Robert J.
Cassandra Lynn Bozarth.
Garrett Nelson Johnson.
Esme Bremont.
Marquise Anthony Johnson.
Mariah Catherine Brian.
Alex Corndell Kenny.
Jada Martha Broom.
Christopher Kleiss.
Kiana Nanette Lakamakamai Bush Makulako.
Muhammad Kuchik.
Elizabeth Rose Cacho.
Preston Keith Land.
Bianca Jera Camacho.
Liam Anthony Lasky.
Cheyenne Camacho Torres.
Alexander Lazarovich.
Cassandra Campos.
Alexander Edward Ledger.
Susan Elizabeth Carilli.
Christian Dayon Leggett.
Alexandra Pamela Cartagena.
John Solomon Lesner.
Alexandra Darlene Castogne.
Mark Hayden Lewis.
Raquel Chavez.
Samuel Isaac Liaga.
Summer Chavez.
Jonathan Michael Lois.
Vanessa Chavez.
Gary Wayne Long.
Kaylee Ray Cheney.
Esteban Eduardo Lopez.
Savannah Crystal.
Francisco Alberto Lopez.
Victoria Alexis Christensen.
David Lopez Rodriguez.
Astrid Cifuentes.
Chance Christian Luongo.
Maggie Michaela Coffin.
Cristobal Magana Robles.
Madison Rachel Cole.
Pierce Gerald Manning.
Deja Conway.
Donovan Christopher Martinez.
Jordan Cook.
Cameron James May.
Hannah Bailey Cook.
Ashton David McGraw.
Selena Jacqueline Cook.
Nathan Taylor Mendez.
Ariel Tyra Cooper.
Brett Aaron Miles.
Alexandra Jean Cortez.
Alfredo Antonio Mojica.
Samantha Costa.
Rodson Mokiao Gabrice.
Sheridan Cooperthwaite.
Brett Taylor Moore.
Cheyenne Star Kaduhe.
Noah David Morgan.
Tierra Curry.
Peyton Glenn Moore.
Calvinique Curtis.
Kyle Dudley Morris.
Monet Daniels.
Ian Moses.
Tiffany De La Cruz.
Devontae Andrew Moat.
Liliana Diaz.
David Jonathan Navarro.
Raneen Elbata.
Paul Michael Navarro.
Renee Michelle Ferris.
Ryan Lee Wynn.
Leanne Marie Figueroa.
Jeremiah Travante Nix.
Jasmine Celine Florian.
Elijah Alexander Nieto.
Cassidy Taylor Florian.
Anya Roshan Nutter.
Angelica Celeste Fowler.
Ivan Ochoa Serrano.
Kavina Fujimoto.
Brandon James Olson.
Natalie Nicole Fulton.
Mark Anthony Sabacoa Pereno.
Amali Avila.
D'Angelo Sinque Pat.
Astacia Elise Nicole Galloway.
Adam James Payne.
Valeria Garcia.
Brian Stacy Pellegrini.
Viviana Garcia.
Zachary Perry.
Deja Monique Garcia Mitchell.
Nicholas Bobby Petrovsky.
Kirsten Michelle Gardner.
Brighton Christian Plowman.
Olivia Marie Garganis.
Austin Shane Rader.
Michelle Gogoli.
Raymond Rossi.
Alyssa Blair Gomez.
Jimmy Regoza.
Alicia Green.
Raymond Razzo.
Chloe Grossberger.
Jonathan Edward Reggie.
Caitlin Marie Guzman.
Davian Ricardo Reed.
Christian Lee Harkness.
Brandon Michael Riley.
Caitlin Nicole Harper.
David Michael Renova.
Casey Alexandra Hotzi.
Justin Scott Riccardi.
Kara Michelle Henry.
Sean Michael Rice.
Taylor Noel Hermanson.
Mason Alexander Rich.
Brianna Alexis Hernandez.
David Lyon Roach.
Kiana Liz Hernandez.
Emilio Michael Rodriguez.
Jessica Hernandez Santos.
Zoran Tyler Rose.
Danielle Marie Harold.
Johnny James Rosas.
Michelle Francis Hicks.
Dane Robert Rosenthal.
Holly Sierra Hillard.
Trenton Paul Roundy.
Michaelyn Taylor Howard.
Jordan Robert Renzi.
Stephanie Mendoza Husar.
Alexander John Rutherford.
Shyla Jackson Butler.
Aaron Sines.
Caitlin Sarah Jenny.
Nia Cesada.
Vianney Jimenez.
Reed Arthur Sandberg.
Erica Johnson.
Jimmy Joseph Santiago Vasquez.
Elia Johnson.
Sapanza. Cyril Jacob Sapanza.
Jasmine Bria Johnson.
Kyson de Andre Sarta Cook.
Kristen Lynn Johnson.
Alec Jonathan Schumann.
Aaliyah Laquan Jones.
Dion Scott.
Natalie Lamia Kanji.
Tracy Anthony Scott.
Brittany Dion Karst.
Demetrius Montana Shelby.
Annalise Marina Kennedy.
Demaria Armand Shoemate.
Gabriella Kennedy.
Khalif Chase Silva Giersdorf.
Taylor Jean Lancaster.
Darren Scott Simmons.
Marlene Isabel Landeros.
Jeffrey Andrew Skousen.
Megan Stephanie Larich.
Jonathan Michael Slater.
Aubrey Nicole Leeds.
Anthony Michael Smith.
Destiny Lauren Lightfoot.
Derek Deshawn Smith.
Angelica May Lindsay.
Drake Bowen Smith.
Alyssa Rachel Laura Becky.
Cole Smith.
Jessica Madsen.
Douglas Solorzano.
Jarrell Major.
Martin James Sorum.
Emily K. Marquis.
Garrett Dean Stagner.
Randy Renee May.
Michael John Steffen.
Madison Rose McClure.
Drake Austin Stewart.
Emily Ann McCracken.
Ryan Stewart Stochinsky.
Katina McFarland.
Nevada Colton Strom.
Sarah Jean McLaughlin.
Alex David Winters.
Cherokee Jordan McMunn.
Dayton Dean Tanner.
Cassandra Danielle McMurtry.
Jason Philip Terpstra.
Yasmin Maricela Medina.
Hunter James Thompson.
Shannon Silva Malati.
Ignacio Thomas.
Isabella Rihanna Polido Mendoza.
Quateria Durrell Thompson.
Justice Autumn Miller.
Cesar Osvaldo Torres Chavez.
Caitlin Christine Mix.
Brandon Morris Trass Wilson.
Bianca Montañez.
Brandon Velez.
Karen Montiel Rivas.
Ryan David Waldron.
Jeanette Moreno.
Jelani Watson.
Brianni Renee Murphy.
Christian Gerard Wyman.
Malia Deshawn Marie.
Dominique Littell Weston.
Kylie Ann Nebeker.
George Henry White IV.
Stephanie Ortega.
Kevin Dwayne White.
Sulema Ortiz.
Del Monte Montrell Williams.
Kenya Monet Owens.
Adrian Christian Trevino.
Sydney Perry.
Dakota Rand Tromley Robinson.
Spencer Peary.
Keith William Turner.
Yasmin Peralta.
Nathaniel Caleb Turner.
Michaela Lee Perkins.
Nicholas Abraham Vincice.
Taylor Monique Perkins.
Manuel de Jesus Vasquez.
Jessica Rayanne Petrini.
Alec Campos Vega.
Salisa Marie Pierce.
Everin Lyell Williams.
Jasmine Violet Rains.
Taylor Dean Wiscombe.
Marilla Ramirez.
Victor Gerard Allen Whitting.
Stephanie Ramirez.
Quentin Michael Wolf.
Savannah Lynn Ratana.
Damon Ladine Yates.
Brianna Ashley Rayford.
Esteban Alexander Zaragoza.
Imari Reed. Gladney Regis. Lafayette Cynthia Richard. Jessica Maria Rios. Lauren Ritter.
Good, how are you?
Elisa Rodriguez.
I left my card for you.
Oh, yeah, it was lovely. I'm glad I grabbed it in the
Giselia Rodriguez.
middle. So were you licked? Oh, yeah.
Emily Marianne Rogi. Riley-Ann Monique Rupasan. Alyssa Rust. Kiani Sai. Jasmine Salinas. Salmon. Amanda Salmon. Princess Munich Santos. Selena Schmidt. Demisha Dorothy Marie Scrivens. Tyler Devon Shelby. Renee Smedley. Paige Riley Smith. Alyssa Renee Snyder. Leslie Rochelle Sosa. Zoe Jocelyn Sprague. Kyler Stevens. Megan Balin Stevens. Arlena Patricia Stewart. Sudbury. Sabrina Ann Sudbury. Alexandrine Nicole Faro Sulio. Miranda Lee Sullivan. Brittany Ann Summerhour. Alexandra Tellefson. Ajacy Lene Tenner. Jade Thomas. Tiana Evanique Thomas. Regina Lillian Thompson. Cassandra Ocampo Teak. Cheyenne Marie Trail. Brittany Tutero. Yasmin Valmonte. Victoria Vignod. Jenna Michelle Wagner. Nikayla Walker. Catherine Rose Walsingham. Elizabeth K. Ann Walsingham. Tiadra Watson. Tatiana Weary. Haley Ann Weber. Dakota Sue Weir. Megan Wilson. Karina Wolschlagel. Layla Stephanie Yanez. Chantanay Younger. Sydney Nicole Uhas. Samantha Ray Zahn. Samantha Pearl Brown. Valentina Artel. Guadalupe Garcia. And Jasmine Nicole Smith.
Class of 2015, please stand. Our final act as the class of 2015 is to turn our tassels, indicating the end of our high school years.
Graduates, take your tassel in your right hand. And on the count of 3, move it to the right.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!